Hi, happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Wanted to talk with you about creating the experience and the results of success in your private practice as being a function of your ability to really focus and concentrate on the task at hand. This is really important, I think, especially because Christmas is coming up. Lots of people are having sales on courses and programs and all of the things. And if you're anything like me, you can very easily go down the rabbit hole and sign up for a whole bunch of stuff that you're probably not going to use. What I can share with you from my experience of running the business this year is that the thing that really helped me experience more of the results I wanted. So I wanted to experience more time freedom because that's just so important to me at the moment. And I really love the idea of having choices available to me. So those were the two things that I used to guide me through my business this year. And I really tried to stick to an idea of refining things that I already had rather than constantly coming up with new things. So in the past, I would try and maybe run a workshop or a webinar or something like that. And if it didn't get much uptake, I would go and create something else or something else or something else. And so I found that I was constantly in this cycle of creating things. And while I really enjoyed creating things, I found that I've now got a whole lot of stuff I've created that didn't actually go anywhere. And now that I know about scaling back and actually focusing on refining what I've already got, it's made such a big difference to my business. And it's meant that in a lot of ways, I have been able to do a lot less than what I was doing last year and the year before. And somehow managed to have more of the things that I wanted. It was more income, it was more time, it was more joy, it was more alignment with my soul's purpose, all while I was doing less. And so one of the examples of that is a program that I run called Marketing with Soul. So in the past, I'd run similar programs and then I would let it finish and then I would go and create it again or create it again or create it again. Now, for the last 12 months, I've been running that program specifically and keeping it as the container that it was, but just refining it, improving it with each iteration. And now it's at a place where I just love it so much. It doesn't even feel like work. It's an absolute joy. The women that are in the program are an absolute joy to work with. And you know what? It's going to get refined again for when it opens at the end of the next quarter. So we'll have intake again in March. So what I want you to take away from this today is that when you concentrate and when you dedicate yourself to really working on one aspect of the business, you can't help but be successful because all your attention is focused there. Wherever your attention is, that is where you will see the results, the growth, and the expansion. So it stands to reason that if your energy is on running a retreat, workshop, hiring staff, doing the marketing, doing this, doing that, it's going to take you a lot longer than someone who's refining their processes and working on improving one thing to get the results. Okay. So I think the hardest thing is understanding that it can happen. It works. When you do less things, you experience more of your values, or you get to experience more freedom, more flexibility, more choice. And with all of that, you get to do other amazing things, right? That are really cool, like more time with family, more holidays, more breaks, less hours, more clients or less clients, whatever feels right to you, better PD, going to an international conference rather than watching it from home live on Zoom. Like there are all these things that you get to experience and do. But it all starts with you being able and willing to release old conditioning, old patterns, old programming about how things should be in your private practice, or how things must be, or how things need to be in your private practice. And that takes time to do, because we learn all of these ways of being in business through, family origin, so through parents and through influential people when we were growing up, through influential people when we were studying. But here's the thing, you're on your own path and you get to decide how you want your private practice to be. That's why I don't teach a cookie cutter approach. I believe that you can't do that, because we can't all run the same practice, because we're all inherently different. We all have our own unique soul, just like we have our own unique thumbprint, right? And so that's what makes you special, and that's what makes your practice unique. And for those of you that say, I don't know my niche, you are your niche. The way you do it is your unique way. The way you show up is your niche. You don't have to think specifically about, oh, it's this group of people over here, or it's that group of people over there. What if you just get to be your niche and embrace that? And from that space, create the practice in a way that feels most aligned for you. And however that is, it's going to be different to me, or to that person there, or that person there, right? It's going to be different for all of us. And that's absolutely normal and okay and valid and safe and all of the things, right? So that's what I want you to really take away from this today. I know it's almost the end of the year. So many of you have finished work now. Others are in their last week or so of work, and you're thinking about the year ahead. I don't want you to get out your planner and start to fill it up with things. I want you to say, here's my planner. If my year got to be really easy and I got to work in flow next year, and I got to achieve and experience more of my values next year, what would be different in my private practice? What would I be releasing and letting go of? What would I be allowing myself to do more of or be more of? So that's just some gentle guidance for you. If you're a psychologist or a social worker or a counselor and you want some help with this, there is a mentorship program. It goes from January to March. We get to catch up twice a month for 60 minutes a time. We're going to start off with setting your intention and setting your goals and all of the fun stuff, the beautiful stuff. And then there's going to be a process of helping you achieve that by the end of the first quarter. And there's lots of off-call support for you as well. And if you enroll, there's 2 places left now. And if you enroll in this program now, you save 50%. Okay, so it's $500 a month for January, February, and March. That's it. And you're going to have a beautiful result at the end of it that feels aligned and nourishing and good and energizing and all of the things. So if that sounds like something that you feel you really need, that supportive, very small circle around you, that really beautiful container around you to make sure that you're able to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve for your business in that first quarter, of course, let me know. Just send me a message. I'm always here to help you, and I believe in you and I see your potential, because I'm on the outside and I've been where you are. I'm out the other side, and I can see exactly what's needed, what you could focus on and what you could release and what you could welcome in order to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve, because you can't see it as clearly as me, because we're blind to our own stuff. We're subjective to it. It's like trying to tickle yourself, isn't it? It doesn't work. If somebody else does it, it works. So if you're wanting some help with your practice and you're wanting that container of support, let me know. Just send me a little message and I'll be happy to get you started. Have a beautiful Monday. Have a beautiful week, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.